You know I put my back.
What's going on, guys? Flight Simulation Experience back here for another stream. It's been a minute. Took a little bit of a hiatus, some time off. Sitting down here on the ground in the beautiful Portland, Oregon. Love this scenery. Flying the one and only, needs no introduction, the Boeing 737-700 PMGs aircraft that just released the other day. Absolutely beautiful bird. Love this plane. And the more I fly it, the more I love it. Sitting down here in the simulator, this airplane has quite a bit to offer, to say the least. The flight model, the system depth, everything about it. I mean, I'm not a real world 737 pilot, but from having about almost just over 3,000 hours in the simulation world flying these tube liners, I can say that the flight model, the dynamics, and how this bird flies is definitely special and awesome, to say the least. Okay, so I did a couple practice flights the other day, actually yesterday to be exact, and it took me a minute to relearn how to fly this airplane, but this is actually the airplane, well, not this specific airplane, but I did learn how to basically fly commercial airlines. It was with the 737, obviously in the simulation world. It was with the 737, the Zibo mod with X-Plane 11. That's really when I learned systems like LNAV, VNAV, you know, flight level change, what all that stuff was. It was in a 737 cockpit, and the cockpit was the Zibo. So this airplane just takes that, you know, into the Microsoft Flight Simulation 2020 world, you know. Some people are saying that the flight model is a little better with the Zibo still, but I mean, you know, this is the first release of this airplane from PMDG, which was 2 days ago. So just wait for updates to come through. Eventually they'll have an EFB, an electronic flight bag, which is basically just an iPad in the cockpit that'll let you control everything when it comes to your fuel and your ground crew and everything. All that stuff right now is controlled through the FMC, or the FMS, whatever you want to call it, the flight management computer, flight management system. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of updates to this airplane. And this is the first variant. This is the 700. Then they'll come out with the 600, which I don't think I'll be buying. And then they'll come out with the 800, which I will definitely be buying. And the 900, which I'm 50-50 about. Not too sure about the 900. The 800, absolutely. And I do like the 700. The 700 is a little rocket ship, especially if your zero fuel weight is very low. If you don't have a heavy airplane or no passengers, this thing gets off the ground within seconds. So it's definitely a little spicy bird. So yeah, I guess with all that said, as you can see, we're in the beautiful Delta livery. We are Delta 153. We are on VATSIM today, And don't you love how you can see an Airbus A320 out here? That is Jetstar Airways, which is an operator, I believe, out of Australia. Those are just the liveries I have in my communities folder. Some guys taking off here. So we're on VATSIM network. We don't have ATC controllers in this area. So all this is just going to be Unicom for right now, which is 122.8. And there's a couple things I had to do before I started the stream, and that was to connect the little ground cart power unit and connect the jet bridge, because by default, when you load up the airplane and the airplane spawns, what happens is you'll get no cart. There's no power cart out here, and you'll get the air stairs with the chocks as well. So you have to remove the chocks, which automatically removes that air stair, and then you can place the chocks back in and request a cart. So it's kind of more in a cold and dark setup situation. Okay. The frames on this are about on par with the fly-by-wire Airbus A320 mod. In fact, for me, it's a little worse. My frames are getting hit pretty hard right now because we're at an airport that is we're at a modded airport, and you know this airplane does take up a little bit of FPS. So let me just make sure everything's good on my end, which I believe it is. Okay, let me go ahead and turn the music down just a little bit. And let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit of this airplane. The model texturing that PMDG did in this airplane is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it looks brand new, so it looks like, you know, it was just delivered from, you know, Renton, Washington, where the Boeing manufacturer plant is. What's really cool, though, is even though it looks so clean here and the display looks so beautiful, they still have some of these little rough areas. Like, for example, you got some coffee stains here. I've heard from real pilots that obviously these coffee stains are everywhere, just not in this little section right here. But eventually with the updates, there will be an EFB here, an electronic flight bag, which is an iPad that will indicate, it will, you know, give you the functionality of how to, you know, all your ground control and operation system. Other than that, everything just looks spectacular. You know, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful bird. It's such an iconic airplane. All right, so I'm going to go through how to start up the airplane and, you know, all the procedures. I am, once again, not a real-world pilot, so, you know, you might be like, oh, hey, you didn't do this. You know, look, I'm going to do enough that is going to be a passing grade, just from what I've learned over, you know, Flight to Sim Deck, you know, Captain Canna, all those other guys out there. Just been watching their videos and just relearning on how to fly this airplane, and it's like muscle memory. It all came back eventually. You know, it's all like, oh yeah, that's what that does. Oh yeah, that's what that does. Because it's been a minute. You know, last time I flew this was a Zebo, and it was probably a year and a half ago. But I did do a couple practice flights from Burbank to San Francisco yesterday, and San Francisco into Portland, and this airplane did everything I asked it to perfectly. Hopefully it does it again. But it did everything perfectly. It did everything I wanted it to do. It did it with ease. There was no issues. Everything was just perfect. Okay, so without further ado here, let's go ahead and get some power into the aircraft. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to BAT1, and then that gives us some initial power into the aircraft, and then we're going to come on up here, and we're going to turn. Since we have the ground cart outside, we do have ground power. We're going to go ahead and arm the emergency lights, and then we're going to go and start up our ground power. So you hear the PAX systems and everything that comes on. We're going to come on over here to the way top, and we're going to align our IRS modes to the nav position. We're going to come on down over frames. We're going to come on down over here, and we're going to set our igniter to the right, not for both when we start. That's for later though. And we're going to turn our chimes on, and we're going to put our seatbelts to the on position. From this point, we're going to come on over here, and we're going to turn the engine bleeds to the off position, The packs can stay off for right now. We will turn those on when we get the APU on, and we're going to go ahead and just turn off our hydraulic pumps as well. Fuel pumps are off, and we're going to go ahead and turn this on to APU BAT and APU Gen. And initially, the power has been established to the airplane, right? So what we're going to go ahead and do is, I actually forgot to bind something on my yoke, but that's fine. We can just forget that for right now. So displays come alive. We're going to go ahead and test our throttle. Okay, so we get our alarm, which is good. We're going to come on down here. We're going to do some fire pump tests. So we're going to click this over. Those light up beautifully, and we're going to go to the right here. Engine 1, Engine 2, and APU test is good and complete. Circuit breakers are all back here, which is awesome. These, if any circuit breakers are blown, one of them, they would pop out. Obviously, that's not modeled. This should indicate, so it's aligning, and I believe you have to turn on, there's something you need to turn on to show you the IRS timing here, because it is modeled. We're going to do our flap check. So our flaps are good in working condition. And dome light, we don't need that. And we're going to go ahead and do our stall warning test. Okay, that did not work. There's Mach speed. So I'm sure maybe there needs to be some initialization with the power, or maybe I think you need to maybe set up the FMC to do this test. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Window heats can go to the on position right now, so we'll just take care of that. And then everything else down here looks pretty good. So we're over here and we're in the steady position for our lights outside. All these lights can stay off. And everything else here looks good for right now. The only thing we need to do is we're at this point where we go into our FMC and we're going to program the flight. Now, there's a lot of different options here you can do. Still learning. But what I do know is FSX actions. You got fuel, payload, doors. I did go over here to doors, and I did open up our main entry door so our passengers can come in, which we're going to start a Pack X in a few minutes here. Let's go ahead and open our rear door, our entry aft, and our over wings. So that says opening. You can close the door and air stair. No, I don't need that. Okay, so let's see what doors that opened up. And it opened up these doors. So this door can be closed, which is like the emergency exit door. No, not that one. That one. Let's open this. So this door, okay, this door is open and that door. Okay, cool. So now let's go to return and let's go to ground services. So the GPU cart is connected. It is active and I can release it. We need to start the APU before I do that. Air stairs unit, don't need that because the airplane spawns with the air stairs. Air conditioning unit, nope, don't need that. And you got 4 pages here, so click onto the right here. Portable water, sure, let's get some water. Maintenance van, don't need that. Let's get our laboratory. And we'll request a fuel truck just so we can see this stuff modeled. Now in pounds, the fuel that we're going to need, going over here to our block fuel and our sim brief. And block fuel, I have everything in pounds. For some reason with Boeing, I like to do pounds, and with Airbus, I like to do kilos. So for pounds, we need 19,139 pounds of fuel to fly from here to Denver, from Portland to Denver. So I'm going to just do 19,200. So 19,200 pounds, and we're going to click on that. Wheel chocks are set, as you can see, and portable water is up. There's our laboratory there. And as you can see, I believe this is our fuel truck. And our fuel truck should... There it is. Look how beautifully PMDG modeled this. Stunning. So the fuel is going into the aircraft now. And then you can see right here our little ground power unit here. Cool. All right, so let's see what's on the next page here. Passenger targets. So how many passengers? I think I requested 120, which is quite a full flight. Let's see here. Zero fuel weight is 116,549 pounds. Going on the Whammy 4 departure. Oh, that's what it is. So it's under packs. So let's see. Packs. What did I request for? Average wind. Let's see here. Actually, no, it's probably under weights. There we go. 100. Well, this is showing 141. That's quite a bit. 104. Oh, yeah, because I did full. Okay, so 141 passengers. So we'll click on that. Reduced to capacity. Don't know what that means. This is a... So is it the maximum is 115? So let's do 100. See what that does. There we go. And then you can start that boarding process. But let's just do 115, which I believe is the max. Let's go to start boarding. Or you have to wait for this to... It's probably the doors. So go back to FMS actions, doors. The door's closed, that's why. No, the door's open because you can close the door now. So let's open this door. And overwing exits, no. So let's go back to fuel. Let's go to menu, FMS actions, fuel. Nope. Payload. Nope. Ground services. Passenger bus, air stairs, don't need any of this stuff. Is that why it won't let you? Because it wants you to get the stairs? No, I have the jetway. Let's see. No. Come on, come on, jetway. See, like I said, I'm still learning. So get the jetway back. There we go. The door's open clearly. And then with this connected, it should... Let's go to doors. Let's close this door. Could be maybe because of that. So that door's closed. So we go back to ground services. Not too sure on that one. Okay. Whatever. Baggage handling. Not too sure what to do here. I assume the baggage is the payload, but we're going to enter the payload information in another page. So at this point now, let's go ahead and start up PackX. So KPDX to KDN 37,000 feet is going to be our target. We're going to go for 120 passengers today, and we are going to play the... We're not going to play the boarding music. We're going to go to a custom briefing, which is going to be Delta. And customs card required. No, flight number continuous. Great. We'll go ahead and start that. All right, as you can see, we have our IRS's, excuse me, our ILS, so we can go ahead and click that off. Actually, nav here, click that off to get rid of that. Great. Go ahead and set the altimeter, which is 3028. 3028, that is the Microsoft Flight Sim METAR report. And now we can go to actually setting up the flight. So let's go to our menu, FMC, and let's go to our pause init, and let's click on GPS left. We'll copy that in the scratch pad, and then plug that right in. As you can see, everything, our magenta line gets updated, and KPDX is where we're sitting on the ground. And we're going to now go to our routing, which is KPDX to KDEN. Flight today is DAL, Delta Airlines 153. And request flight plan, we're not doing that. We're going to manually enter everything in. Departures from KPDX, we're going to be planning, I believe, the Whammy 4 via 10 right. Let's just double check that. So, yes, we're looking for 10 right on the Whammy 4, which is this one with the IMB transition. Then we're going to go into the routing page. We're going to activate that. We're going to execute that, and we're going to go into the routing page. Now, from the Whammy 4 via IBM, we're going to go direct to BOI, which is Boise. Execute that. And then from Boise, we're going to go direct to PIH. From PIH, we're going to go direct to OCS. Go ahead and execute that for now. And direct to Majane, then the Flatty 3 arrival. So that should be indicated. We're first going to request the ILS 16 right. Whatever vaccine gives. Glide slope GS is on. 16 right. And it's going to be the Flats 3 via Majane transition. And we're going to execute those guys. Cool. Now we're going to go to our legs page, and we're going to make sure we don't have any discos or vectors, which we have a vector there, which is probably the arrival. Yep, the Majane transition, and we will copy that into the scratch pad there, and then plug that in. Go back to the start of the legs, and just make sure we look good. There's a discontinuity there, and we will go ahead and connect that together, and then that is it. Now what we're going to do is going to come on up here. We're going to go to our plan page, and we're going to make sure that everything here, we're going to go ahead and clear these alarms. You can clear it that way, but it's still telling you what you need, which is fuel, which we're going to do all that right now. Let's just first make sure our flight plan is connected. So the Whammy 4 departure, River Kasug, Hadis, Boise, PIH, OCS. And it goes straighting into ILS 16 right. Beautiful. Okay, everything here looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and put this back onto the maps page. And we're now going to make sure that we squawk 2000. We'll squawk that for now, and we'll put that in TA only. Okay. Ooh, frame hit. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to our performance. Let's see here. Let's go to init ref, and let's go to our index performance. And zero fuel weight is 118.1, which, let's see if that looks right. Yep, 118.5, so I'll take 118.1, that's fine. Reserves are going to be 2.2 on our reserve fuel, or our FinRes, and the cost index today is 23, according to SimBriefs. And the flight cruise today is going to be, I believe, 37,000 feet. We're going to execute that. The average wind at cruise is 206 at 52, 206 at 52, and our transition is 18,000, and everything here looks good. I'm going to go to our N1 limit, and we do have quite a long runway, so we're going to derate at D1, and we're going to derate our climb. But you know what? We're pretty heavy. Well, are we heavy? Yeah, we kind of are. So I'm actually not going to derate the climb. I'm going to derate the climb, but I'm not going to derate the takeoff. So we'll climb at 93.2% of what the engine capacity is. And yeah, I believe that's good there. We're going to now go to takeoff, which is always flaps 5. And then our CG should populate at 22, our center of gravity 22.3 with a trim of 5.99. I don't know if this 5.99 up or down. So we'll just call it there. It could be down. I'm not sure. Like, is it positive? Because this is 6, and this is 6 here, and this is 6 here. I don't know if... Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, we'll keep it that. Calculate our V-speeds. V1, 131. Rotate is 134, and V2 is 141. Now, we're going to take 134 plus 5, which is 139, into our initial airspeed. So 139 is set. We don't have VATSIM online now, so we're just going to do an initial altitude of 10,000 feet. And then we're going to turn our flight directors on, both left side and right side. We're going to make sure that our first officer is on the legs page. And the initial flight setup is complete. Got the takeoff page done. Ident, pause, and it. Yes, everything here I believe is done. All right, so we're just waiting for our passengers to load up. Now we're going to go ahead upstairs, and we're going to turn aft fuel pump on for our APU. Make sure our packs are in the off position, I believe. They're in the off position. We're going to turn them on once our APU fires up. Go ahead and hold it here, and then it releases. Should be able to hear the APU spooling. Fuel truck and these guys can go away. So the APU is spooling up. As you can see, the APU EGT exhaust gas temperature is gauge is increasing. The APU here will show available. Go ahead and turn the APU bleed air on. It's now coming down.
Cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your large and carry-on items in the overhead bins. And
APU is now available. Gen 1, Gen 2.
If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat.
Okay.
Somebody will assist you.
So we're on APU power.
Carry-on items in the overhead bin.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to come on down to our MC here. And we're going to go to FS Actions, and we're going to go to Ground Services. And we're going to release the ground power unit.
Please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions.
I don't know why that removed. Did I say air stairs? I said GPU ground power unit. Well, it's released. I don't know why that happened. Let's come on back here, Jetway. You can come on back. We're not done. Doors open too. Okay, so ground power is gone away. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to release the portable water unit, the laboratory, and the fuel truck can go away. So that's all disconnecting now. We're going to make sure that we have a 25.1 total fuel, which indicates there. These trucks are now leaving. This guy's now leaving, and our fuel truck should be leaving as well pretty soon. They disconnected there, which is good. All right. So altimeter's 3029er. And now what we're going to do is we don't have VAT sim, so we don't have to worry about that. Squat code is in. We're pretty much now going to go and remove our chocks. Hope by moving the chocks, the PMDG setup now. Where are the chocks at? Ground services. So let's remove the chocks. So good, the air stairs didn't go away. So as you can see, those chocks now are not sitting where the wheels are. And we're now going to go to return, and we're going to go to our doors. And once our passengers are all set, we're going to close the doors, remove the jetway. And right now would be a good time to give an announcement. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, good morning. This is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Delta Flight 153 service from Portland, Oregon here all the way to Denver, Colorado. Flight time is about 2 hours and 5 minutes in the air and looking at pretty decent weather along the route. Welcome aboard. Our flight attendants are going to go through their safety checks with you and information. Please pay attention to that, and we'll check back in with you once we start our taxi. All right, so that's good. We're going to go to a public address on that. We're going to go to general. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, good morning. This is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Delta Flight 153 service from Portland, Oregon here all the way to Denver, Colorado. Flight time is about 2 hours and 5 minutes in the air and looking at pretty decent weather along the route. Welcome aboard. Our flight attendants are going to go through their safety checks with you and information. Please pay attention to that, and we'll check. So there's a cutoff there. They only let you record for, what, 10, 12 seconds or something? I don't know why. I have to try to see if there's a setting on that. They let you record longer. But look at the detailed texture modeling on the engines here. It just looks absolutely amazing. You know, it just looks so damn good. All right, so at this point, we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn our hydraulic pumps to the on position. We're going to go here and we're going to make sure that we plug in our cruise altitude for our air pressure, cabin pressure, which is 37,000 feet. I checked on the flight charts, the elevation of the airport here is about 18 feet above sea level, so we'll put 50 there is fine. And we're now going to go to steady position. The logo light is going to come on, and we're going to turn our anti-collision light on. The anti-collision light, I believe, is to let the people down there know that we're pretty much almost ready for pushback. And at this point, we're just waiting on our ground crew to finish the boarding process. It is quite a lengthy boarding process because I put 120 passengers as for boarding, so it's a full airplane today. Just take a quick look around, make sure all our doors are closed, which they are, other than our main door up front here. I'm going to come on down here to Unicom at 122.8. me also double check here. Okay, everything looks good there. Okay. All right, so this might take forever with the passengers boarding. So I want to go ahead and close the door and get our jetway to go away. So we're going to go to return here. Actually, no, we're going to go to doors. We're going to go to, let's close the door now. And we're going to go to our pushback. And we're going to go to the jetway. And the door is closed. And we're now going to go to our pushback, and we're going to go to request our pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Fuel pumps now can come on. Packs are now on. We're going to turn them off in a minute, though.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Love the sound of
Parking
those
brake set.
packs.
Lifting the aircraft.
So they're lifting the aircraft. It is quite quick.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
All right. Parking brake is
Parking
released.
brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn
Starting
our
sequence.
center pumps on as well. And we're going to go ahead and shut the packs off. And over to ground on our right engine.
We are ready to go when you are.
So we're waiting for 20 to 25% of N1. Some companies say 20, some companies want you to do 25. So we're going to do 20.
Will be roughly 2 hours and 4 minutes.
So we're at
Now that
20
the cabin
minutes
door is
there. We're
closed,
going to go ahead and
please make
introduce
sure that
fuel.
All devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
Oh, the frames.
Ladies and
Oof.
gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Hello, welcome aboard.
All right, went back to the
We're flying
off
with
position
Delta.
now. We can go
Every
ahead and
time
turn
we
the
take off, we try to make the world a little smaller. Our first priority on every flight
the
is
Gen 1 or the
safety of our
Engine 1
customers and crew.
bleed air.
So please give us your attention as we show you one of the
Engine number 1 over to
safest
ground
experiences, the world of the safety card.
for 20% on
Be sure
N2.
that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items, including handbags, under the seat in front of you. If you lose your
For 20%, we'll
electronic
introduce
devices,
fuel.
please do not adjust your
Okay,
seat
pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
and ask a crew member
Parking
for
brakes set.
assistance. Please ensure
Parking
all
brake
aisles,
set. Lowering
exits,
aircraft.
and bulkhead areas are cleared. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt
Ground.
is fastened.
Startup is
To
complete.
fasten,
You may
insert the
disconnect.
metal tip into the buckle
Roger.
and adjust
Good
the
engine
strap
start.
so it's
Clear it to
low and
disconnect.
tight across
See
the
you at
lap.
the
To
side.
release the
Have a
belt,
good flight.
just lift the
Thank you.
top of the buckle.
Holding position waiting for the
Please
visual.
remain seated
Thank you
with
and
your seatbelt
goodbye.
securely
So flight
fastened
directors
and
are on.
seatbelt signs
Auto
on.
throttle is
Any
coming
check
alive.
signs off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety,
All right, so
federal
good start
regulations
on
require
engine
all
1 and
passengers
engine
to
2. We're going to
comply
go
with
ahead
the
and
posted
transfer
hazard and
bus
lighting
power
information
over.
signs located throughout the cabin. In addition to any
Packs are
crew
coming
member
on.
instructions.
Isolation valve is going to go to the
Smoking,
auto
including
position.
cigarettes, is not allowed
APU
on
bleed
any Delta
on.
flight, and
APU,
federal
excuse
law
me,
prohibits
Gen
tampering
1
with,
bleed on.
disabling, or
APU
destroying a
bleed
restroom
coming off,
smoke
and the
detector.
APU is coming off. Taxi
Flight
on.
racks are
This
located
APU is
in
now
the
off.
compartments at the front
And
center
we
of the plane.
can turn on our wing
In the
now.
event
Keep our
of
wing light off.
evacuation,
Engines can
all
go into
carry-on
the
items
continuous. This can be set into the bolt
All
position.
exits are clearly marked with an exit
Our yaw damper up here can come to the on position. Our probe heats can come to the on position. And everything else here looks pretty darn good. 10,000 feet. The heading of the runway is we have to go to our Navigraph charts.
Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate.
All right, let's go to our charts here, which is the airport chart. And we're going to give an announcement as well of our taxi.
But just in case, life vests are located under your seat.
So the airport is 103 degrees.
Business class cabin. Life vests are either in a compartment beneath or
We're going to put this up to
to use, remove the vest from its
103
container by pulling
on our
the tab
course.
and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the
Here we go, 103, 103. We're going to do a quick check on our
If necessary, we'll distribute additional life vests for children
caution,
35 pounds or
a
less.
caution test. Okay.
Now,
This point
before
now,
we
we're going to
take
go
off,
over.
make sure your
I'm going to
seat is
turn into
upright,
this view
your
now.
aisle
Which
armrests
view do
are
I want?
lowered, and your tray table is put away. As we come through the cabin for our
Flaps
final
5,
check, please let
1,
us know if you need anything before we take off.
3, and 5.
Finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Flaps 5
On behalf
should
of everyone
indicate
at
here.
Delta, thank you for paying attention. Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please sit back, settle
Auto
in,
brake
and
set.
enjoy your flight.
To RTO, rejected takeoff, fuel flow, reset. And,
We're prepared for takeoff.
okay, thank you. And we're going to take our heading bug to the runway, which is 103. We're going to go to the status page. Flight control check. Full up. Elevator, full down. Ailerons left. Ailerons to the right. And rudder. Great. That just released my parking brake there? I think it did. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Oh, you click the oh, I see. Okay, so you click the brake and it automatically releases it. Okay, that's cool. All right, so taxi light is on, and we have continuous there. Everything else here looks good. We did a flight control check. Flaps are set. Eject RTO. Flight director's auto throttle is on. And now we're going to give our taxi instructions. So let's first do this. Throttle feels very nice with this airplane. The wing flex also is very, very nice. Let me go to the taxi charts here. Portland traffic, Delta 153 taxiing via Kilo Echo Bravo to runway 10 right for departure. Alright. The runway turnoff lights on now. The FPS should be a lot better once we get out of this airport, and we can, especially when we get to cruise, it'll be much, much better. Runway 10 is way over here. Caution warning light check. We're all clear there. The turning on this is very nice. It's a little too responsive from what I've heard from many other people, and I do feel that it definitely is a little jittery. Maybe with the update it'll be a little less responsive because yeah, a lot of people are saying it's too responsive. It's too just unrealistic in that fashion. What else here? I think we're all good here. We're good on the overhead panel. I'm gonna go ahead and arm LNAV and VNAV. And we're gonna do a toga today. Toga takeoff. And Portland traffic, Delta 153 crossing runway 3. Wow, these frames are really not so good. Definitely need to get a new PC eventually because I'm still on a GTX 1070. It's a 6-year-old card now, but it's really held up quite nicely for what it is. But I'm streaming, you know, this is a high fidelity airplane, and yeah, it's definitely struggling. The wing boggle is really cool. That's modeled very well. Ground speed at 15. Speed it up here a little bit. I believe it's 25 knots. Ground speed is the limit. It's the sounds in this too. It's just PMDG took it to another level with the sounds. They just nailed the sounds. There's no need for a sound pack on this. Okay, what are we taking? I believe we're taking the whammy 4 departure. Let me just double check here. Yeah, whammy 4. So 10 right. And we'll just do a quick altimeter check. Just still 3029. Flight attendants, please clear the cabin for departure. We are number 1 for takeoff. Flight attendants, please clear the cabin for departure. We are number 1 for takeoff. Portland traffic, Delta 153, lining up runway 10 right, departing whammy 4 departure. Landing lights coming on. All right, runway 10 right is confirmed. We are clear to the right. We're going to go ahead and turn our this to TARA, TCAS, and we're going to want to turn on our terrain. $10,000 feet. So, I want to keep this up. All right, clock's coming on. And we are lined up. Let's do it. Down nose pressure until we hit 80 knots on the yoke. Throttle's going up to 50%. Engine N2 is stable. And toga. Engine stable. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots, neutral. A little bit of a left crosswind there. See how fast this thing is.
V1, rotate.
V1, rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Positive rate of climb. Gears coming up. Pitch of none above 20 degrees. About 15 degrees there. Just follow our flight directors. Oh, I did forget to do one thing, but that's fine. I forgot to arm the speed brakes in case we needed a rejected takeoff. All good. Taxi, runway turnoff lights coming off. Keep those into continuous position. Now this is, I don't know, this like the trim wheel is not moving, but it's just a sound that keeps happening usually after takeoff, which should stop in a few minutes here. So we're going to go flaps to the 2 degree position. Flaps now to the 1 position. We are at the speed to just retract the flaps completely. So let's go ahead and that we need to get now down closer to our flight directors. You see the slats coming in here, which looks stunningly beautiful. Right, pitch the nose down a little bit. Engine mode selection is going to the off position. And just flying the departure here. Pitch up. So we'll probably hand fly this up to 10,000 feet and then we'll let the autopilot take over. Can't let the airplane have all the fun. Is that a discontinuity there? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, there we go. Trying to focus on the flight directors here. Lock our gear. This kid set, auto brake set to the off position. All right, we're at our initial altitude of 10,000 feet. Autopilot's now coming on. Leveling off at 10,000. Landing lights can come to the opposition. We're going to go ahead and just do an after takeoff checklist here. These lights should have already been on. So there's two things I forgot. But the wheel well light can come off. The wing light can come off. But they should have been on for takeoff. So we are now whammy 4. This should have been retracted. What else here? And according to what ATC would give us, even though we don't have any ATC online now, let's say ATC says Delta 153 fly up to 18,000 feet or whatever, so, or 20,000. So we'll take it up to 20 now. And a little button right here, altitude intervention. And as you can see, the aircraft is now pitching.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may turn
Alright,
off
10,000
larger
feet,
portable
the
electronic devices.
seems
This is
pretty
also
smooth.
a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lap point.
Alright, so one more time, let's go through an after takeoff checklist. So, engines are in the off position, lights, runway lights are off, landing lights are off. Logo light can stay on. We'll just click this down to the steady position for the strobe. Anti-collision light is in the on position. It's going to be on bad. That could have been on Gen 1. 400 is good. And this is supposed to be retracted. And everything else here looks good. Flaps are up. Landing gear is up and in the lock position. And the auto brake is set to the off position. Alright, at this point, we have no weather in front of us, so there's no need for weather radar. And look at that. Forgot what the name of this mountain is. But absolutely stunning. Windshield wipers are here. And we're going to go ahead and turn the... That button did not move. Okay. There we go. That's pretty much it for the most part, folks, for cruise. Whatever ATC gives us, we just keep stepping up into our final cruise, which is flight level 370, 18,000 feet transition altitude in the United States. And we're coming up on that very, very shortly here. And once that happens, we're going to click standard barometric pressure here. Alright, we're above 18, so let's go ahead and go to standard now. And standard here on our backup and standard on our main PDF. So far, so good. So now the frames look a lot better. Actually, there's something I totally forgot to do before I started the stream, was to unlock my frames. I have my frames locked at 39. As you can see up here, it won't go past 39. I totally forgot to unlock that. Huh. That's not good. I don't know how this stream is going to come out. I don't know how this is going to look. Get on this side. This beautiful mountain here. Wow, look at these mountains in the back here. All right, so we're coming up to 20,000. ATC has now given us clearance to go all the way up to our cruise, which is 370. Top of climb indicated there. I should have armed that speed brake, which indicates here. All right, everything looks good. And at this phase of the flight during the climb, which we're on a derated climb, the only thing the pilots really do is have a chat, have their coffee, and make sure they are doing everything ATC is telling them to do. Monitor the fuel, which we have 22,100 pounds. Once the center gets low, we're going to go ahead and turn off the center fuel pumps right here. And that's pretty much it. This is a 2 hour and 5 minute flight from Wheels Up touchdown. Block time, I believe, was 2:35. Let's go with this one. All right, guys, the mic is going to go off for right now. Enjoy the flight. I'll change some of the views periodically throughout the trip. I'm going to go ahead and take a break, and I'll check back in with you guys in a little while.
moments, we'll be starting our in-flight meal service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you would like to order additional menu items, please hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we'll be over shortly to assist.
Air 1287, RNAV Daru, wind 170 at Niagara, gust 18, runway 19 left, clear for takeoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, this is Captain speaking. Increases altitude at 37,000
Los Angeles,
feet.
go ahead.
Seatbelt sign is off. Feel free to move along the cabin if you wish. Air is very smooth, and we are expecting a pretty smooth flight all the way to Denver. Flight attendants are going to come around with some snacks and drinks for you, so enjoy those, and we'll check back in with you once we get along.
So 35, you can push at your discretion. I'll have the traffic down there. X39 Heavy, maintain level 370. That was 696, expect RNAV Yankee, runway 27 approach. Delta 6263, expect RNAV Yankee, runway 27 approach. 1287 radar contact, say altitude. 1287 altitude checks. Climb unrestricted flight level 190. Yeah, 1731, you're just about you're going to be leaving my airspace before you get back. I don't have any crossing traffic. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Switch to advisory on 122.8. Denver Center's offline. You have a good flight. You too. Uh, 1352 Los Angeles Center, good morning, squawk 7124. Logan Iyer, Los Angeles Center, good morning, squawk 7222. Level 25, Los Angeles Center, good morning. What type of aircraft are you? Level 25, Trinity transponder, squawk 7274, maintain 3000. Logan Iyer, radar contact 44 miles southeast of the Peach Springs VOR, descending to the Rockstar 1 arrival. Where are you parking? Logan Iyer, descending to the Rockstar 1 arrival, 26 left transition. Southwest 1352, radar contact 49 miles southeast of the Peach Springs VOR, descend to the Rockstar 1 arrival, 26 left transition. Level 25, your squawk on standby. I need you to squawk mode C, please. Level 25, radar contact. Coming back on the high key. Level 25, contact. Center 1287, climb maintain level 280. Jet 1513, Lima airspace to the north, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Salt Lake Center offline. Switch to advisory now, 122.8, we'll see you later. 1226, thanks for your help. Yeah, I could thank Tower for that one. Alright, you too. No 25, maintain 3000 AGL, and you're clear to the high key runway 24 right. Yeah, overhead brake to the right. And you can come inbound at your discretion. I don't have any inbounds for you at this point. Level 25, copy, contact ground 0.9 or 5. No, 4035, 27, taxi via Bravo. Information golf, stay at it. That's 2687, pre-departure turns has been sent. Check your private messages, sir. Yeah, that was blocked. Southwest 1838. Los Angeles Center, morning squawk 7344. Luga 9, what's your airspeed? No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking for your indicated airspeed, sir. Copy, that's fine. Maintain 280 knots or greater. That was 1352. What's your indicated airspeed? That's 1352. Slow to 250 knots for spacing. So it's 2394, runway 13 right, taxi via Whiskey, altimeter 2999. That was 969 cleared, RNAV Yankee, runway 27 approach. Del 6263 at Lindy, cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 27 approach. That's 755, free departure clearance set. That's 4035, your departure frequency will still be with me. Monitor tower 118.3 for the takeoff clearance. So 4035, copy. That's 4035, monitor tower 118.3. Departure frequency is still the same. That's okay, he just came online, so just monitor his frequency. Actually, let him know when you're holding short at 27. So with 696, contact tower 118.3, see you later. Take care. American 1287, descending to Angel 4 arrival. Southwest, 1 Mike, Quebec, cleared ILS, runway 26 left approach. So it's 1413, Los Angeles Center, good morning, squawk 7261. So it's 1838, radar contact 28 miles south of Bryce Canyon, VOR, maintained level 380. Fairway 361, Lima airspace to the east, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, Denver Center is offline, switch to advisory 122.8, see you later. Radar contact 56 miles north of the Avenal VOR. Send me the Rocker 2 arrival. Number 31, runway 21 right, taxi your discretion. 16987 Juliet, clear to Las Vegas as filed. Maintain 1010,000, departure with me, squawk 7154. 87 Juliet, readback is correct. Release for departure with time 1640, Zulu void if not off by 1700. Give me a call crossing 7000 airborne. So it's 2394, wind calm, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff. Next 2364, runway 26 right, taxi via Bravo, information, Zulu current. Blue and I, delete speed restriction. So 1352, delete speed restriction. That was 1 Mike, Quebec, wind 170 at Niagara, gust 18, runway 26 left, clear land. Beluga 9 at Preno, cleared ILS, 26 left approach. That was 1352 at Preno, cleared ILS, 26 left approach, your number 3. Delta 6263, contact tower 18.3. That was 4035, radar contact, climbed via the SID. On 4035, Los Angeles Center radar contact, climb via the SID. Okay, who's calling for clearance?
That's going to be us in Aero Mexico 481.
Southwest 2637, clear touch.
Southwest 463, request message.
That's 2687, runway 26, right, taxi via Bravo. Information, Zulu is current.
26 right, taxi via Bravo, 463.
That was 4637 when you calling?
Yes, 2687, yeah, 26 right by Bravo, yep.
No, that was 2687. That was 4637, were you calling?
Yeah, 4637, yeah, I've got it with taxi.
That was 4637, taxi down to the south and hold short of Charlie. Give me the spot number on the ground at Charlie for the taxi.
I know if I'm going to hold with Charlie, Southwest 463.
In LA Center, Velo 126, with flight level 370.
Velo 126, Los Angeles Center, good morning, squawk 7116.
7116, Velo 126.
Look at 9, wind 170 at Niagara, gust 18, runway 26 left, clear to land.
6 left, clear land, good night.
Southwest 1 Mike, Quebec, welcome to Las Vegas, cross 26 right, taxi to your gate, monitor this frequency. Southwest 4035, climb maintain level 370.
372, Southwest 4035.
That's 2394, Sea Direct Palm Springs, join Victor 386 on course, maintain flight level 300.
Time maintain flight level 300 and Direct Palm Springs and Victor 386, Southwest 2394.
So 126 radar contact, miles. So the Avenal, southwest of the Avenal VOR, descend via the rocker to arrival.
Try to repeat that again for
So
Melo 126.
126, descend via the rocker to arrival.
That would be the record tune for Melo 126.
So it's 4035, maintain flight level 370.
370, Southwest 4035.
Thanks, sir. American 1287, expect left 25 left approach. So 4637, runway 26 right, taxi via Bravo. So 45, Los Angeles Center, good morning. Radar contact. Fly heading 250, climb maintain 1313 south.
Heading 250 up to 13 south.
F188, pre-flash current sent. .602, pre-flash current sent. No 75, runway 26 right, taxi via Bravo. Information Zulu current.
Cabela Center, Melo 126. I know the winds are up to 330 for Bank. Yeah, what we're going to do.
It's 8 knots, so can you accept the 8 knot tailwind for runway 15?
Yeah, we'll do the 4 stack.
Yeah, expect visual 4 stacks approach.
Perfect, we'll do the 4 stack.
Southwest 2637, holding Alpha free, ready for departure.
So 2687, RNAV to Rudy, wind 170 9 gust 18, runway 26 right at Alpha 3, clear for takeoff.
One up to Rudy, 26 right, clear takeoff, Southwest 2637.
Southwest National 337.
That's 4637, say again?
At 4637, 07,
Okay, 4637, you got, which, you want Alpha 3 or Alpha 2?
Alpha 3.
Alright, Southwest 4637, runway 26 right at Alpha 3, line up and wait, company traffic will be rolling. Caution wait for
No problem, beyond the
Southwest 1352, wind 170 9 gust 18, runway 26 left, center land number 2.
6 left,
Los Angeles Center, United Box 7 office,
Southwest 45, turn left, direct Clipper, join the Orca 5 departure, climb and maintain flight level 330. United 1260, runway 26 right, taxi via Bravo. 210 at night, or runway 21 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 21 right, number 21.
That was 45, that was a left turn, sir, direct clipper.
I don't have clipper on.
Okay, you're on the Orca 5. Do you have the chart in front of you? Okay, Kilo Lima, India, Papa Romeo should be in your FMC. Alright, what's your next waypoint? Say again? You might want to check your nav when you get down on the ground next time to make sure that you have a flipper. Go ahead and make a right turn heading 090 direct Keg. Join the Orca 5 from Keg. Climb maintain level 330. That's okay. It might be that they screwed it up. I'm not blaming you. I'm just trying to get you back on course. Experience 588, pre-departure plan sent. Southwest 2687, radar contact, stay altitude. Southwest 2687, Los Angeles Center, radar contact, stay altitude.
Passing 80 now.
South 2687, altitude check, climb maintain level 190.
Again, 2687.
That was 2687, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, so 2687.
Luga 9, hold short of 26 right.
Hold short 26 right,
That was 4637, RNAV Rudy. Wind 170 at 9 gusts 18, runway 26 right at Alpha 3, clear for takeoff.
26 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 2687.
FedEx 2364, you on frequency?
Hi, I'm just working out a few issues right here real quick.
Okay, continue holding short. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Will do.
1352, welcome to Las Vegas. Exit to the right, hold short of 26 right.
To the right, hold short, runway 26 right,
Make a right at Alpha 5 or Alpha 7. Copy.
Las Vegas, Los Angeles Center, FedEx 2366, my heaven ready to go.
South 157, Los Angeles Center, radar contact, flying into SID. FedEx 2364, runway 26 right, line up and wait.
26 right, on the way, thank you.
Luga Niger, cross 26 right and taxi to your gate. Delta 123, you on frequency? Juliet, you're still below my radar. Continue climb to 1010,000. Proceed direct needles in on course and advise when you're at 1010,000. I should be able to pick you up then.
10,000 needles on course.
So 1352, cross 26 right and taxi to your gate. Monitor this frequency. FedEx 2364, RNAV Leland, wind 1709, gust 18, runway 26 right. Clear for takeoff. I was watching the 737 downfield to make sure he was getting across.
I got you, 26 right, clear for takeoff, base 23. 64R nav Leland.
That's 4637, Los Angeles Center radar contact, climb and maintain level 190. 31, radar contact, stay altitude. There's 31, radar contact, stay altitude.
My apologies, LA Center, just leaving 5,000, 731.
31, copy, thank you. Altitude checks, climb on course, maintain VFR altitude.
Maintain VFR, remain on course, Everest 31. Sorry.
Southwest 2687, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain 340, Southwest 2687.
No, 755, runway 26 right, Alpha 3, line up and wait. Traffic departing downfield. Seven Juliet, radar contact, 4 miles north of Needles, maintain 110 south. Target 1287, cleared ILS 25 left approach. Southwest 157, climb maintain level 370. That's 2602, runway 15, taxi Alpha cross runway 8. Runway 588, turn on your transponder, sir, so I can see ya. Runway 19 left, taxi via Golf Delta. And Zulu current. So 1413, what type of approach would you like into Burbank? It is. Expect the 4-stack visual 15 approach. So 755, Arnab Rudy, wind 1709 gust 18, runway 26 right Alpha 3, clear for takeoff. Southwest 4637, climb maintain level 340. FedEx 2364, radar contact, altitude indicate 6,200, climb maintain level 330 on course.
Climb maintain 330 on course, FedEx 2364.
Wing 588, information Zulu's current, you should go pick it up, it'll tell you the runway. Okay, probably from where you're located at Terminal 2, I'll probably give you 19 left. Alright, go out to the spot line and give me your spot number once you get out to Golf, and we'll give you a taxi at 19 left when you're ready. Another 126, clear 4 stacks, visual 15 approach. Report 4 stacks in sight.
Back here for the 4 stacks, runway 15 for Vela 126. We'll report 4 stacks in sight.
That's 1413. Traffic capture 12 o'clock and 5.5 miles, indicating about 30 knots slower than you, just be advised.
Roger, man, the traffic.
And so it's 1430. Go ahead and slow down. Maintain visual on that traffic. Cleared 4-sec visual approach. Runway 15.
Flight deck here, Chicago speaking. Experience a little bit
Delta
of bumps.
126, Burbank altimeter
Signal sign is on.
3010.
Please be sure to seatbelts get fastened until the bumps slow.
Delta 1413, Burbank altimeter 3010. So 755 radar contact. Altitude indicates 4,600. Climb maintain level 190. Yeah, 1260 RNAV Leland, wind 1709, gust 18, runway 26 right, full length, with takeoff. Aircraft on, you broke up, take it. That's 2602, wind 320 at 8, altimeter 3010, runway 15, clear for takeoff. Information Alpha current at Las Vegas, wind is 1709, gust 18, clear skies, 10 mile visibility, altimeter 299. That was 755. Hold your climb at 13,000. That's 86. You're probably blocked. Stand by. There you go. Solid 755, traffic at your 12 o'clock, this is 9 miles, south, westbound DC6, 12,800, climbing to 14,500. South 755, maintain visual separation on that traffic. Continue climb, flight level 190. United 1260, radar contact. Altitude indicates 3,600. Climb, maintain, flight level 370 on course.
370 on course.
Mexico 481, runway 26 right, taxi via Bravo and Alpha current. That's 4035, Lima Airspace East, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, Albuquerque Center offline, push to advisory 122.8, see you later. That's 2602, radar contact. Turn right, heading 040. When able, direct rabies and on course, climb maintain level 310. Air 1287, contact tower 120.95. See you later. That was 45, Assembly Rounders 1, arrival 26 left transition. That was 2687, descend via the Pitbull 1 arrival.
LA Center, Velo 126, we have the
126, wind is, clear visual approach from a 15. Wind is, well, crap. It just updated. Wind is 30011, gusts 19er. You want to circle around to 33, your choice.
Yeah, we'll
Velo 126, cleared visual approach. Runway 33, go ahead and enter a left downwind for runway 33 and give me a call on the downwind midfield.
Roger, we'll stir a left downwind for 33, midfield.
Those 1413, let me know you have the 4 stacks in sight. Expect circle to 33 for the landing. Winds have just updated and then picked up from the north.
Gotcha.
So 2602, maintain level 310. Southwest 4637, descend to the Pitbull 1 arrival. That was 7.
Southwest 116, I'm sorry, say again.
That was 4637, descend to the Pitbull 1 arrival.
Pitbull 1,
That was 2687, Los Angeles Center.
Roger, message, Southwest 2687.
That's 2687, cross, descend to the Pitbull 1 arrival.
Slip by the Pitbull 1 arrival, Southwest 2687.
That was 755, flight 19 level 330. Air Mexico 481, RNAV, Rudy, wind 170, gusts 18, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV, Rudy, Aero Mexico 481, taking off, so I turned up 44 spot 11.
So 244, 26 right, taxi via Bravo.
LA Center, Velo 126, midfield for runway 23.
Villa 126, wind 30011, gusts 19, runway 33, clear to land.
33 clear to Velo 126.
The Villa 126 is upon landing, the exit to the right.
And to the right.
That's 26, go.
So, we're cruising at plus 2, second up, post the
Southwest 1286, you should be okay. You just go ahead and maintain flight level 220 until the crossing restrictions descend at your discretion for the Danny 5. Yeah, I'm not going to send you higher if you want to stay down lower. If I had crossing traffic that was going across the Janny 5, then we would have a problem, but that's the advantage of when it's, we have the discretion to make changes to that based on traffic.
Yeah. No, actually, if it works, I might just take the box, not take it. Just works for us.
Okay, 240 for you. Oh, I'm in the flight plan. Delta 377, Los Angeles Center, good morning. Radar contact. Turn left, direct Clipper, join the Orca 5 departure, climb and maintain flight level 290. So 1413, I'm not sure if I gave this to you. Do you have the field in sight? Expect left traffic. Alright, that was 1413. Clear vision, approach runway 15, enter a left downwind for runway 33. And give me a call on the downwind midfield. Niner 87 Juliet, information Alpha's current at Las Vegas. Expect visual of the 19 right. That was 182. What, you on Nihilus approach for what runway? 08. Alright, that was 182. Clear, dial S, runway 8 approach.
Center, Bella 166 off on Alpha 2.
126, you going down to the gate?
Yes, sir.
Alright, taxi south on Alpha, hold short of 8.
South on Alpha, hold short of 8 for Bella 166.
South 1413, can you make a short final to 33? Or otherwise I can extend your downwind. I got an inbound on runway 8.
Roger, we can make a short credit.
Alright, Southwest 1413, enter make a short approach, runway 33, wind is 30011, gust 19er. Runway 33, clear to land. Southwest 182, slow to best approach speed. I've got a southwest in left traffic for 33 crossing runway. It's going to be making a short approach. He's just crossing in front of you, left to right. Do you have him in sight?
We haven't.
All right, best approach speed. Slow it down if you can, and I'm not gonna give you landing instructions until I get him across on the runway. So slow it down as best you can. Otherwise, we're gonna have to spin you around. Thank you, sir. Southwest 4035, leave my airspace east, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, out purchase center offline. Visual advisor 122.8, see you later. Bearing 588, runway 19 left, line up and wait. Check your transponder code. You were given a discrete code. Then your pre-departure clearance, did you lose that?
Yeah, I can't find it.
Alright. Right after the word beacon if you still have that one up. That was 244. RNAV Rudy, wind 170, gust 18, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Rudy, 26 right,
South 157, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. See you later. 08588, your squawk is 7147. 7147. Runway 19 left, line up and wait. Got traffic is departing on the crossing runway. So 126, you should be holding short of 8.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to read runways. We are short of 8.
So 126, cross runway 8, no delay.
No delay, cross runway 8 for Bella 126.
And to your gate. 1413, welcome to Burbank. Thanks for the short approach. Exit right, taxi south on Alpha. Hold short of runway 8 for landing traffic. Alpha short of 8. That's 182, wind 30011, gusts 19, runway 8, clear to land. So 244, radar contact. Altitude indicates 3,300. Climb maintain, flight level 190. 190 altitude check. Rear wing 588. Thanks for fixing the transponder. RNAV Peru, wind 170 at 9 gust 18. Runway 19 left, clear for takeoff. 87 Juliet, the airport 12 o'clock and 10 miles. You got in sight. 87 Juliet. That was 182, make right close traffic, runway 8. That's 381 pre-brush, Winston. Southwest 1413, cross runway 8 and taxi to your gate, monitor this frequency. Thanks for flying. Cross runway 8. Southwest 2602, descending rounders 1 arrival, 26 left transition. Number 31, the Daggett altimeter 3005. That's 182, copy. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. See you later. Bye. Rear wing 588, radar contact, climb via the SID. 6987 Juliet, Los Angeles Center. That was 1838, descend me lucky 1 arrival. That was 755, descend and maintain level 290, leaving my airspace, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Albuquerque center's offline, switch to advisory 122.8. FedEx 2364, leaving my airspace northeast, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, Denver center offline, switch to advisory 122.8.
122.8, FedEx 2364, thank you.
Hello, Center. Good evening. Southwest 709. We're about 13.9 on the
709, Los Angeles Center, good morning. Squawk 7205.
7205,
That was 244, climb maintain level 220. That was 45 at Bourbon, cleared ILS 26 left approach. 6987 Juliet, you with me? Alright, 87 Juliet, descend and maintain 5,000, airport sets your 12 o'clock and 5 miles, you have it in sight? Alright, 87 Juliet, enter a left downwind for runway 19 right. Give me a call when you're turning your base turn.
Right, left down, 19 right.
Your cleared visual 19 right approach. Southwest, 2394, leave my airspace north, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, Oakland Center's offline, switch to advisory 122.8.
LA Center, everything one direction, subscribing to your channel.
Mesh US out. Delta 541, Los Angeles Center, radar contact. You're all over the place. You're not going to make Clipper for the Orca 5. Turn left, heading 040 when able, direct Orca. Join the Orca 5 departure. Climb and maintain flight level 290. Be advised for next time, fly runway heading until you call me. Yeah, just letting you know for next time. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just telling you for next time so that you know how to fly it. So 709, radar contact. Continue to send Ironman 2 arrival. Expect vectors ILS 24 right approach. Information. Stand by. Gotta figure out what the heck they're on now. All right, information. Oscar's current at LA.
Vectors for the ILS 24 right.
Runway 588, climb maintain level 280. Control 86, 26 right, taxi via Bravo. Caution company traffic just to the left of you.
Center, what's the CQ mic? Back to Alomar. I wanted to get an approach in at Oceanside, flight
Southwest 2637, request to swim.
$26.87, gave that to you earlier. Descend to the Pitbull 1 arrival.
Good mother does. Stand by to sit. 2637.
That was 45, you're cleared ILS 26 left approach. 87 Juliet, wind 170 at Niagara, gust 18, runway 19 right, clear to land. At 1260, leave airspace northeast, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, Denver Center's offline, switch to advisory, 122.8, see you later. Mexico 481, Lima airspace to the east. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Albuquerque Center offline. Switch to advisory 122.8. Yeah. So 351, runway 26 right, taxi via Bravo, follow company traffic information, Alpha current. Southwest 45, wind 170 9, gust 18, runway 26 left, clear lane. South 709, just to maintain 5,000. 5,000, Mexico 4081, 481, Air Mexico 481. You still with me? Almost 1286, RNAV Rudy, wind 1709, gust 18, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff. 87 Juliet, welcome to Las Vegas, exit to the right. You going to Signature or Atlantic? Well, that's up to you, huh? Don't get on my nose which way you want to go. Alright, make a right, next taxiway, and then right on Foxtrot to Atlantic, all the way at the top. Thanks for flying. That was 2602 at Bourbon, cleared LS 26 left approach. That was 709, 2 miles from Kobe, turn right, 220, maintain 2,500 till established on the localizer, cleared LS 24.
And there you have it, folks. That's the end of the stream right there. Don't know what happened. Sim crashed, obviously. It's the first crash I've had with the sim in a few weeks. And of course, it has to happen on a stream. So, you know, I don't even try to even get upset with these things anymore. It is what it is. Unfortunately, I apologize. We could not land into Denver. That would have been a really fun arrival. We're getting closer too, but unfortunately, this sim crashed. And I'm just gonna try, like I said, not to get upset. It is what it is. It happens all the time, actually. Everything's updated. I don't know if the temps got too high. Let's double check. Nope. Temps are just fine. CPU temps fine. GPU temps fine. What else? Windows had an update this morning. Did that update. Graphic driver is updated. Defragged my optimized my hard drives, all of them, all 3 of them. Did a file disk cleanup. I really take care of the computer when it comes to just all these housekeeping items, you know, making sure things are tip top. NVIDIA driver is up to the latest. I checked that this morning. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. All right, well, thanks for watching if you did. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one.